time. But for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Eubanks. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long after.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. They'll run on 1st down. Shea. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check. Hey, lock it.
On 2nd down, Shea. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Ready? 18 Gator. Leo. Under crunch. No. Off.
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 66 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll set up to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line. Go out. Get it.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. First by him near the 35. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rock it.
They'll try the left side. Shea. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a give right side. Shea slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd.
Mike 35. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 35's the Mike.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. There. Go.
Slam. Check.
On the ball.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I'm here all day. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
5.
Operating from the gun, Simmons. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And a juke this time. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
60 or. Smooth. Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw on second down, Simmons. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
On third down, Shea. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50, plant. Come on. Hard. Check 3, check 2.
On 1st down, Walton. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simmons. So left side, it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Go to 18 games. General West. Hey, orbit. Tighten up. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Come off the ball hard. Hey. Hey, seam 6. 51. Get it.
On 1st down, Simmons. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I'm here all day. Check 24.
Running right, a handoff to Stewart. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 35, Mike.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Simmons. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one.
And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got decent
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. first foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round match. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is field. A couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Say. Hey, lock it. Go.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Now.
On 3rd down, Simmons. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We own it. We own them.
On 2nd down now, Shea. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
The outlaw. Let's get it together.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shea. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now Stewart on first down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 13. Check 13.
Leo, get it.
They go back to Stewart on first. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Ready, 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Walton. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards there and a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
90 Wolf. Greystone travel.
Delayed handoff. This is Stewart. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, did that one on his own, didn't he? How about using that low center of gravity, plenty of force, a lot of leg drive, breaking a tackle there, and picks up a 1st down on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey!
Now Stewart. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Silver. Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd down, it's Walton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Stewart. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his 1st touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Look, squeeze.
They'll run on first down. Walton, and an alley to run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Dolphins on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. And he will find his man on the outside. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
Now!
Hey, alert 3. Rush in.
On the ball, get it.
On first down, Stewart. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Stewart. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back. Go. Ready.
They'll run with Walton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Texans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
35's the mic.
They run again with Walton. And he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lawson, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
18 Gator. Watch the curl.
On 3rd down, it's Lawson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check 31. Check 9, check 9.
Leo.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lawson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Sponge, you're out. No, hit it.
On first down, it's Walton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
High 7. Yo, go, go.
Wild Bill. 35.
Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Ready?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey.
Trick pass. Mike 35.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, watch the slant. 35's the Mike. Double dog. That's the way. Mike 35.
From the gun, Simmons. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Check.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Take it in at the 22.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic